Friends, I'm back with another machine on the Vulnhub, which is ACID server. The link will be added into the description section below so that you can download it. Before we move forward, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So enough said, let's just get started. We can switch into the Kali Linux VM. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of a target. Normally, for me, I'd like to use netdiscover. We can use netdiscover and autocomplete this command. However, the netdiscover failed to discover the IP address of the target. So just I mentioned in the other videos, we cannot rely on one single utility. In this case, we can use a map. A map can discover the host with the option of SN. Okay, and then let's autocomplete this command. As you can see, the map has successfully discovered the IP address of the target as 12. And then what we are going to do next is to do the port scanning with a map. To save time, I've already done that earlier. So for now, we just get out the result. From a map scanning, we can tell that there is just only one open port, which is 33447, running HTTP service, and also the version information. I think the options with a map, one of them is very important in this case, is -p- to do the comprehensive scan. Otherwise, the map cannot recognize this very high port number. So now what we are going to do next? We need to do enumeration both manually and automatically against the HTTP service. Let's launch our browser to do the manual enumeration first. We can put the IP address of the target into the address bar. As you can see, welcome to the world of ACID. And we, as usual, we need to check the source code of this page. If you scroll down to the bottom, there is one message we can copy. It looks like this is the hex format. We can copy and use the subchef to decode. Yeah, of course we can. The hex. From hex, we got the output. Again, this is encoded in base, maybe base 64, right? Base 64. We got the result. So then we can copy and note it down to our notebook in case we need this information later as we move forward. So I think maybe this is the file we can access. Maybe I can close down. We can access and the file, however, not found. So it means that we should firstly identify the location of this file or picture. Before we do that, we need to do some more enumeration. For example, we need to check whether this site has robots file. Not found. Then we can use Nigto. Nigto can reveal a lot of information about the target. For example, like version information, the header information, also allowed HTTP methods. Of course, if the target allows dangerous method like put, then we can utilize this dangerous method for our purpose. For example, upload PHP reverse shell. So for now, we just wait for this to be finished to see whether we can find other information. Maybe I don't want to wait. So now next we can do the directory enumeration with GoBuster. We can GoBuster with command dir or option and specify the URL. And with option of W to specify the word list. Yeah, I always use the GoBuster word list as my first one to enumerate. In this case, I'd like to auto-complete this command. Images. So maybe we can access images directly. Images. However, forbidden. So maybe although we cannot or we are not allowed to access images directly, however, earlier we have already got the file name, which is wow, right? Wow, GPG. Press enter. And this is the picture success. So I don't know whether this is the first flag. And we can save the image to the working directory. And this is the GIF. GIF format. We can, of course, we can list the files. And then we can use EXIF. Maybe we can use the file command to display the file type of this picture. Yeah, this is GIF. The GIF, can we use the stack seek? Wow. Yeah, it's not supported, the GIF. Then we can use EXIF2 utility to display the metadata of this picture or this file. Wow. Nothing special we can get from the metadata of this picture. So now we go back to the GoBuster. The GoBuster has discovered very important directory challenge. We can access this directory. Again, we are prompted the login panel. Of course, at this moment, we don't have any credentials to log in. And maybe in the future, we can test whether this login panel has SQL injection vulnerability. For now, I don't want to do that. We can put this aside for a while. So from here, we can know that this is the directory. Maybe we need to do the furthermore or deeper enumeration, right? So we can put the challenge directory name at the end. Press enter. As you can see, we got some files like to do, text file, error, PHP file. Maybe we can access this to do. If you have time, you can take a look at this message, which doesn't reveal anything important actually. To save time, I will not go through this message again. And the exit. So the error, cake, hacked, ACD. So next we can access cake. Yeah, haha, there's no way to go to do, please. And we can check the source code of this page, which doesn't reveal anything important. However, if we go back to this page, the title give us some very weird message, the slash and magic box. So maybe this is another directory name, right? We can copy. Maybe we can magic box. And the next hacked. this one would be automatically redirect to the protected page, PHP. In other words, this is the restrict before we are to be authenticated less. Maybe we can access less. Forbidden. And also the asset text. Yeah, protected page, PHP. So maybe now we need to access this very weird directory magic box from the name. Maybe we can guess this contains important information. After all, this is the CTF-like machine. So we can access this one. Again, it's forbidden. So in other words, we need to do the deeper immersion with this directory. So how to do? We can repeat this process, and we can put the directory name here. Let's press enter. Yeah, low.php. We can access this file. Nothing returned. Command. Very important discovery, right? From the name, this one, keep your patience and proceed further. Enter the host ping. For example, we can put the local host and submit. Nothing different we get from the target. However, if we check the source code of this page, as you can see, the command has been successfully executed. So maybe at this point, we can make a reasonable guess. Maybe this page has command injection vulnerability, right? So we can test it. ls. And check the source code again. As you can see, the command ls has been successfully executed. So what do we have to do next? We need to get the reverse shell, right? Also from the title, we can know that the next step has something to do with the reverse shell, because the title is reverse kung fu. So you can get the reverse shell command from the website like Pentest Monkey and try one by one. I've already got the command and changed the IP address of the attacking machine, and also change the port number. You can choose any port number what you're comfortable with. So for now, we just copy, and we can put the command here. Before we submit this command, we need to set up the listener first. Submit. However, no shell we get from the target. Next, we can test another command. Local IP address bash -c means command, and then submit. As you can see, we successfully get the shell originated from the target. Then we need to do the lateral movement or make directory the privilege escalation. We can navigate to home directory. And there are two normal users, asset. Nothing interesting we can get from this home directory. And then go to another home directory, nothing interesting. Also, we can check the architecture, a bit old. So next, maybe, we can upload the NumPy shell script to do the automatic enumeration. To do that, we can navigate to temp directory, and we can copy the NumPy shell script from my to collection directory. And then we need to set up web server to upload this script. Now we can go back to this shell. We can use wget. This is a very standard methodology. NumPy. However, wget is currently not installed. So we need to check whether Q is installed. Nothing. It means that we cannot do the automatic enumeration with NumPy shell script because we cannot upload this file. Okay, so what can we do next? Maybe we need to do the local enumeration manually. For example, we can go to the root directory and go to the, here, as you can see, very weird s.bin. This is not default directories, right? Bin investigate PHP. Maybe we can cut out this file. Echo, now you have to behave like an investigator to catch the culprit. Nothing interesting. So maybe because of the presence of this weird directory, we need to take a look at another. Of course, this is the normal directory sbin, and we can go inside. Normally, this directory contains binaries for the root user or run by the root user sbin. And there are a lot of them, a lot of directories and files. However, this one, this directory raw vs, we need to go inside this directory. So I think this machine is not so easy because we need to manually enumerate this machine. Go to this directory. And then there is hint.pcap. Yes, this is the packet capture file. And we can use Wireshark to analyze this file. However, to do that, we need to download this file first to the Kali Linux. And can we use the Python to download? Python 3. Python 3 is there. So maybe we can, set up the web server by Python 3 and download this file. I've already demonstrated this technique in other videos. So in this video, I'd like to showcase another technique, which is also very common and important. We can use netcat. So how to do? We need to set up maybe I can open up another tab. The Vulnhub. We can set up another listener. And the lim, when the listener receive the data and write into the file, we can use the same file name. And now we can go back. We can use the cat and the tunnel to netcat, followed by the IP address of the Kali Linux and port number. Press enter. Now we go back to this one. As you can see, we have already downloaded this pcap file. Then we can use Wireshark to analyze. Oh, sorry. I need to maybe close down. Hint. And we can select what we are interested in, or we need to focus on the TCP packet, and we can use the follow feature of the white shark. We got the salmon. Yeah, of course, this is another user, right? And nowadays, he's known by the alias. So maybe this is the password for this user. We can copy and note it down to our notebook. So next, I think we can switch our shell to another user, right? Oh, must be run from a terminal. We can, we need to spawn the bash session, pty module, pty spawn bin bash, and then we run switch user and paste the password here. As you can see, we have already become the user salmon. And next, we need to elevate a privilege. We need to do some checks. For example, sudo. Can this current user run sudo? It can. Even we do not need to provide the password of a super user, root user, to run all commands. So the next step would be very easy. We just run sudo bin bash to elevate our privilege. And then we can retrieve the root flag without any problem. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day.